Hi everybody, it's Martha. Oh, you're jiggling already. I'm sorry. I did change the camera setup a little bit, so hopefully this helps some. But my camera is not attached to my table, but if I bump my table, it wiggles like that. So I don't know. I gotta figure something out. Anyway, how are you today? Thank you for all of the lovely comments and for the views of my video yesterday. I really didn't expect anybody to watch or stick around once I got started because I was sort of babbling and I was taking more time than I should have. But thank you. I really appreciate it. You are all so kind and so sweet to leave me such nice comments and good wishes and all the rest. So, today is day 2, even though I have 2 hearts here. Remember, this was the practice one and this was day 1 of the 100-day project. And my project is going to be slow stitching hearts onto this utility canvasy kind of fabric. So today, I think I'm going to do a blue one. Now, last night I spent some time in front of TV cutting more hearts, and I think I have something like 55 hearts here. so I have hearts to choose from. So again, not ironed. Probably should iron them. Maybe this afternoon I'll sit and iron a few every day. I don't know. We'll see. So I went to my basement yesterday and tried to find some other, like, I don't have lots of little teeny tiny pieces. I had a big bin at one time when I was quilting, and then I thought, I'll never use this, and I just chucked it. It was just hanging around. So I have a lot of these fat quarters and quarter yard pieces and stuff that I bought way back when. So I went and found some of these. So I'm going to do blue today, in case you couldn't figure that out from my selection here. And so I am just going to, I have this bit here. I think I'm going to cut that out and see what happens. And I hope you are all doing well. And a couple of you said that you thought this was a good idea and that you might join in. And I am just absolutely thrilled about that. Sorry for the noise. It's like 80 degrees here today. It's the 23rd of February. Yeah, it's still February. And yeah, it's insane. So it's not going to stay this way. And I know many people across the country have some wild weather going on. So I feel for you. The ice, the snow, the trees breaking in your yards. It's just insane out there. I've seen videos on TikTok and I don't watch the news, don't watch the weather too much. So yeah, but it's insane. It's just bizarre that we are having this weather. So you can't see what I'm doing because the camera is really close and I don't want to blind you by all the movement, but I just tore some of that fabric off. And I like frayed edges, and I don't like the big threads hanging off, but you know, those are going into a can, a cookie tin with no cookies in it. And no, I didn't eat the cookies. I might have a few years ago. I don't know where this tin came from. All of a sudden it was sitting on my shelf in the basement, on my table in the basement, and I think I had found it and set it there or something. I don't know. It still had cookie crumbs in it. Maybe Tony had it. I don't know. I'm eating a no sugar plant-based diet now, so no sugar. And there's been a huge difference in how I feel. So that's a good thing, right? And in case you don't know from previous videos, we live on the 10th hole of a golf course. And those are, oops, that's too big to throw in there. And those are not golf carts, but like maintenance guys, maintenance crew for the golf course, blowing through. So yeah, welcome to my world. But I have my slider doors. The bedroom has a sliding glass door in it, and that's where I am. And that's why it's so loud. Okay, that piece is going to be a little bit tight, but that's okay. Now I got to get these butterflies in here because, again, if you know me, you know, I'm a sucker for anything butterflies. So, yeah. So I'm not sure how long this is going to take me because yesterday I took way too much time with the intro and showing you stuff I had made. So I am going to try and take less time today and every day. And I am going to see if the amount of time it takes, if I end up like just doing, I don't know, 20-minute video. I doubt I'm going to get this all done in 20 minutes though. But for example, if each video is like, I don't know, 20 to 30 minutes, I might just do, I think I'm going to have to slant that. I think I'm going to have to, I might consider doing, instead of posting a video every day, spit it out, Martha. Instead of posting a video every day, I may combine two and just post like every other day. But if you all have a preference, you know, or you're joining in and you want to just have a, you know, half hour of shared sewing every day, let me know. Because I can post every day as long as there's not something going on that's going to take me away for, you know, a long amount of time. And with my life, that's not happening at the moment. So I think we're safe. Now, today I am going to, yesterday I cut way too close to the edge. And when the fabric got pulled in from the stitches, it was a little bit close around the edges. So I am going to just leave, you know, an nth of an inch, as they used to say in the old days. Nth of an inch. I remember my parents saying that, but I'm old, really old. It's hard to believe I'm going to be 67 in May. Yikes. When the heck did that happen? See, that's very close to the edge, so I might be cutting it a little close on that side. But that's okay. Like I said, you can always fill it in later. I think probably what I'm going to do is I have like snippets and yo-yos and hexies. I hope I'm staying on camera because I'm watching what I'm doing instead of watching the camera. Now these are going to go in my little Ort jar, Ort can, which is right there. Now, interestingly enough, I went to Joann's this morning. Tony and I went. Tony's the man of the house, you might say, if you don't know that already. And I was looking for white fabric. I don't have much. I have a few pieces, but not much of like white, like this tablecloth. This is one of those tablecloths that back in the day, again, if you bought those round tables that had, you screwed the legs in the bottom and they were like pressed board round tables, and you could get the glass to go over the top, and then you could get the big tablecloth and then put this like lacy tablecloth over the top of it. Anyway, I had some of those. So that's what this is. But I'm looking for like white, pretty fabric, textured fabric. I don't have any. I have a little bit, but not much. And a lot of it I dyed with tea back when I was doing journals because I was tea dyeing everything. So anyway, we went to Joann's, couldn't find anything I wanted for, you know, less than, you know, like $29 a yard. And I'm not going to buy a yard anyway. But anyhow, I found this Aunt Lydia's Crochet Thread Fine 20. And this seems, let me get this packaging off of it, finer than this one I was using yesterday. Oh, okay. So I don't know if it'll show up for you, but this one is finer than this one. And I think I like that better. And it's 100% cotton. So I'm going to give this a shot and see if it holds up just as well. I don't know if I lay it down here and zoom in. Hold on, might shake. Zooming in. You see the difference there? This one is much finer. So I'm going to try that. I kind of like that better. I didn't warn you I was zooming out, sorry. Warned you I was zooming in. At least that was half the battle. Okay. Can you hear the birds singing? I don't know if you can hear the birds singing. Probably if I'd be quiet. Threading my needle. Trying to. Oh. Crows in the background. Come on, Marth. Okay. That's just a regular golf cart. You're going to hear a guy hit a ball pretty soon. We're right on the 10th tee. And a lot of old people hit from this tee and not the tee that's further up, which is a further distance to the green, if you know anything about golf. Okay. So I am going to be aware of where my back edges are on this because I did cut it a little wider, and then I'll go back and trim it up when I'm done. So I am just going to do this. So anyway, yeah, I'm if you know of any Etsy shops that sell like little fabric bundles, it doesn't need to be all lace. A little lace would be okay, but I'm looking for like white textured fabrics, like eyelet and like the embossed kind of fabric, or I don't know, just stuff like that, because I want to make some white hearts. And I was going to go to Goodwill. I don't know about where you live, but our Goodwills, the clothes are really expensive there. I can't remember how much they are for like blouses. And I'll probably stop in there. I just didn't feel like it today. We had to go to Joann's and we had to go to the grocery store for a few things. So when you eat a plant-based diet, surprisingly enough, you have to refresh your groceries about every 4 or 5 days. Especially things like avocados, tomatoes. You can't buy a lot of fruit. Like Tony eats bananas. I hate bananas. Absolutely hate bananas. I don't like cooked oatmeal either. Like if oatmeal is in a granola bar and it's not cooked, I'm okay. If it's baked, I'm okay. Don't like hot oatmeal. Ugh. Sorry if you like hot oatmeal. See, with my stitches, I start out really tiny and then I get bigger and bigger. I hate that. I just don't like that. I get in a hurry, and this is not supposed to be hurrying. This is supposed to be meditative and calming. See, I want my stitches to be smaller. So they're just going to be uneven. That one's going to be big. I also realized, I was like, why is my finger peeling? My finger's peeling right here. You can't see it because I took the dead skin off. But it's because I pushed my needle with that finger, and I think it's going to build a callus there. And I've tried thimbles. I cannot wear a thimble. Cannot wear a thimble. Because then I can't feel anything. So yeah, not doing that. Oh. Yeah. So we went out for a little bit, but Tony didn't sleep well last night. I don't know why, but I'm just plain old tired. The last maybe 2 weeks, I didn't sleep a lot. Like I would go to sleep, wake up after 2 hours, stay awake for 3 hours, go back to sleep, wake up at 4, then I just get up because like after that it's just a waste to try and go back to sleep. So I'm out of that little routine, thankfully, but now I think I'm just catching up on sleep. I do like this thread better. This Aunt Lydia's Fine crochet thread. It stands out like the other thread because it's white against the darker fabric, but that's way too big. It's not in your face standout to me. All right, this pin has to come out. It's too close. So anyway, I like that. Yeah, we are getting a tease of spring here today. A few weeks ago, we had like a couple weeks where there were several days in the 60s, and that was beautiful. A couple days it even hit 70, and that was really nice. But today it's supposed to be like 82, 83. But I feel for you all who are in other parts of the country and got the snow and the ice. So if you're going to join on this project and you have a YouTube channel, make sure you let me know. If you have an Instagram, let me know. And if you just want to chat about it and tell me what you're doing, if it's a heart or it's something else, if you're just freeform stitching, if you're doing something similar and you want to tell me what color you've chosen for the day. I'm sort of trying to spread it out as far as, you know. See? You never know when that's going to sneak up behind you and do that. Okay. And now I'm very close to the edge, but I can get another stitch in there. So I will do that. Yeah, let me know what color schemes you're going with. If you're going to do like all the same. If you want to do little patchworks like this. I guess that's what you would call this. Kind of like a patchwork quilt kind of thing. Sort of, kind of. And that did not even go through the heart underneath. Okay. Get in there. Alrighty. Now, I think I'll just go around the edge and go back up here and then go around the edge again. Yeah, let's do that. The more I do this, the more excited I am that I chose to do this, to be honest. Because I really like my first two hearts. Trying to watch that edge back there. Because, yeah. And there I go doing the stab thing again. I should do the running, like a running kind of thing. There's all kinds of birds out there, but there's other background noise too, so it's hard to hear them. I gotta practice not gathering it, not pulling too tight and having it gather. That's right on the edge. Do you use a thimble when you do this kind of stuff? Ugh. I've tried the metal ones. I've tried the leather ones. Yeah, they don't work for me. Plus I have chubby little fingers, so. See, that's the problem with this running. I'm not sure I save much time because I gotta yank on it. So later on, you know, I'm thinking, like I said previously, maybe little snippets or hexies or Suffolk puff yo-yo thingies. or words that I stamp out. I haven't worked on that yet. I need to take some muslin out and stamp on it. Although I have some already. Excuse me. And I may even branch out and do some other stitches, you know, like bullion knots, or to decorate some of them, or French knots. See, I keep thinking I'm making little tiny stitches, but they're coming out really big. I'm not good at the running stitch part. I'm getting off edge here. Yeah, that one didn't even catch. I'm going to take that one out. A little too close to the edge. If I go to trim it, it's going to break that thread, and then that won't be good. So, oops. And see, at first, like I said yesterday, I struggled. I struggled to put, you know, 3 or 4 fabrics together. And now I'm like, yay, I can do this, I can do that, I can do it this way, I can do it that way. I can use this color, I can use that color. And now, like, when I get, tell me if you're like this, when I get started on a project, it's like I just want to work on it and work on it and work on it. I can only do 1 heart a day. That's the whole point. So I could do more, but I'm not going to, because I don't want to get tired of it before the 100 days is up. So I am going to have to start another project so I have something to do the rest of the day. Because, you know, retirement ain't all it's cracked up to be. A lot of free time, especially for us. And for me, it's been a little bit harder because the last couple years, because back in 2021, before I found out I needed surgery for breast cancer, I had gone to a consult for knee replacement surgery. But I had a really bad gut feeling about getting it done. Like, I am freaking out about the pain. I've heard the first 5 days after knee replacement surgery is absolutely terrible. Like, you're in so much pain that it's practically unbearable. You can barely sleep. You got to take all these pain meds, and I don't do well on pain meds at all. I have a lot of problems with pain meds, and I don't like taking drugs. So I am quite freaked out about it. If you've had knee replacement surgery, let me know that you did okay and that you're glad you got it done. I've had a couple of friends tell me, I had one friend tell me they got both knees done at the same time. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. Yikes. But that way it would be done. You wouldn't have to worry about it again. But yeah, I'm actually going to see a doctor who's someone that I know recommended to me, as opposed to the doctor I saw previously, because the area that I live in, I've not had good experiences with the doctors here. And so it's a matter of me feeling comfortable with who's going to do it. So I have an appointment on the 6th of March to go see this new orthopedic surgeon. And we'll see. If I have a good feeling, warm fuzzies from him, then I will go with him and schedule it and get it done. That's not going to take away my anxiety and nerves over it. So I'll probably have to take some drugs for that too. But anyway, we'll see. But I need to get past March 3rd and get a clean reading from my next mammogram. And once that happens, then on the 6th I can go to this guy, and if I have to set up my surgery, then I can. It's going to be quite a distance away, which Tony's not crazy about. But you might remember me talking about, I'm not crazy about all those big stitches. I got to stop rushing. If you remember from previous videos, we still have our RV van, and he can always park it in the hospital parking lot and wait for me to get out. I don't know if it involves an overnight or not. That's something I have to ask. All right, I have some more sewing to do, but where are my big scissors? All right. I try and line up the zigzaggy. I don't know if you can see that with the one that's underneath. And I'm going to zigzaggy this top fabric. I didn't do this on the others. It might look weird, but let me give it a go. I'm holding my breath and have my tongue sticking out. Anybody else do that? Because these are not exactly fine cutting scissors. They're a little big and bulky and heavy and not exactly for fine work. And I might be sorry I used them, but hey. Okay. Take this pin out too. Okay, I'm not unhappy with that. So I still have to sew down this side. Oop, sorry for the shaking. It's the table shaking, not the camera. Which still doesn't help. Oop, I gotta get rid of that. Snip. I mean, I've had other surgeries. I've had arthroscopic surgery twice on that knee. So there's that. But I made the mistake of watching knee replacement surgery on YouTube. Yes, you can look that up. I suggest if you're going to get it done, not to look it up though. Because you may not want to get it done after that. Oh my gosh. I had no idea that's how they did it. But, yeah. So, okay, I'm going to slow down on this one. I'm at 30 minutes. So, I mean, maybe I'll just do one video a day and post it. You know? I'm going to try something a little different. Ugh. I'm not consistent at all with my stitching. It's like me trying to cut a straight line. Not possible. Draw a straight line, not possible. Oh, see? That's not what I want. Take them both out since I'm unhappy. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Slow down, Martha. Just slow down. Take a breath. Ooh. The puppy outside squealing. Come on. So this is a trick that I figured out for myself. It takes longer, but see how much more consistent my stitches are? I figure out the angle by doing that and just pulling my needle over and then putting my point in. Much more consistent. I didn't see it on a video or anything. It's just like my brain says you need to figure out a way to be more, make this easier on you. And that's what I do. Uh-oh, that's way too high. Yeah, that's better. So. Concentration, I've gone quiet. So how many of you have a, oh, that one didn't come out so great. Well, you know, it was going well until that one. How many of you have like a big fabric stash from other crafts, like me? Oh, come on. This does like tangle and knot more. Oh, that's not coming out. Why are you not? Aww. All right. Well, I don't think I can pull that through. It won't come out. Ooh, excuse me. Let me tell you. Oh no. All right, I'm gonna leave that. We're gonna tuck it in because I gotta finish this video because I have a feeling I got the hiccups earlier today. I don't drink alcohol, so no, it wasn't from that. I have no idea why I got the hiccups, but sometimes when it happens multiple times during the day. It's just stupid. My husband just laughs at me, but they hurt. And I have no idea why I get them. All right, so that angle. That guy just hit the ball and it sounded like it didn't go very far. That's always fun. He'll probably hit a second one. Give himself a gimme. Yep, he just hit a second one. Live here for 6 years. Yeah, you know what the golfers are going to do, especially if they hit a bad ball. He'll just drive his cart over there, pick up the ball. We found balls in our yard. Oh, that didn't come out well at all. Darn it. That's what I get for teasing golfers, huh? I love golf. I know. Most people think it's a very boring game, but I think it's great. I don't even mind watching it on TV most of the time. That's him trying to find his golf ball. Sorry, I'm watching this golfer. Yeah, we found golf balls in our yard, our backyard. We found them on our patio. Thank goodness they haven't broken any windows yet, though. That wouldn't be a good thing. We'd be pretty upset about that. All right, yay. Yeah, I thought I was going to get the hiccups again. And I don't know why it happens. It just randomly happens a few times a year. But we had to go into the store and I was hiccuping and I was trying to keep it quiet. And it was like Tony would ask me a question. I'd have to open my mouth to talk. And as soon as I did, I'd have this really loud hiccup. So there's a loop back there, but I'm not going to worry about it because there's a knot in it. I might go ahead and tack it down though, so like that thread. So the knot is here, right? The knot is here. You can't see it because it's thin thread. What I'm going to do is this could easily pull from the other side. So I'm just going to take this. I'm going to just try and go in this fabric without going through to the front. Just a few threads. There we go. And then I'm going to catch that loop and I'm going to kind of tack it down. It's not like this is going to an exhibition or anything, so I'm not worried about it. Speaking of exhibitions, we live about an hour and maybe a half. That was a long tail that I just wanted to clip off. Hour, yeah, maybe hour, 20 minutes, hour and a half, depending on traffic, which can be really bad in the direction we would go in, but we don't live far from Washington, D.C. Well, Mount Vernon, George Washington's home here in Virginia, they are having like a needlework exhibition. See, now there's lots of room on there. I could do other stitches. I could put like a pretty yo-yo there. I could put several yo-yos there. If I could find them. I think I have a little one here. See? I could do that. That'd be very pretty. But those kind of things I'm going to put on after I finish the project. For now, I think I'm just going to, of course, I could change my mind too. I think for now, I'm just going to do the hearts, and then I'm going to start another just slow stitch project. Anyway, so this exhibition is going on, and we're going to try and get up to see it sometime in March. So here again is, I tore the label right in the middle, of course. The Aunt Lydia's Crochet Thread Fine 20 is what I used today. And I like it. It did knot up a little easier than this other. This is that other, what was the other brand that used to be able to find in stores all the time? Can't remember the name of it. Anyway, that's what this is. This is older. And the Aunt Lydia's Fine worked really well, but it did knot up a little easier. And there was one thing that I had made recently that I forgot to show you. And so I wanted to share that with you today. And So this is along the same lines as the longer wall hangings that I did, but this one is more square. Now I was trying to make it longer, like an 8x10. I struggled with what was under here. Eventually, after like days of struggling with it, I cut it off, and I really like it much better. But see, these flowers were part of the fabric, and I stitched them in. This light really needs to improve. I stitched the flowers in, so these are all little stitches, and then these are all knots and the running stitches. This is a bee that was on the fabric, and it says, "You're the bee's knees." The writing was very hard to copy. It was in white. I did all the flowers, and I did, these leaves were printed on this piece of fabric that was gifted to me. And this is a little snippet that I'd made last year. So I really like that. And again, I put muslin on the back, not the heavy stuff, it's just muslin, and 2 little plastic curtain hanging hooks that you can, or not hooks, but rings that you can find. So I really like that. You know, there it is. I had fun with it. And there's the heart for today. And I hope you like it. And zoom in a little. And thank you again for joining me. And I'll be back tomorrow. I expect to be back tomorrow. And you all have a great day. I hope wherever you are, you're safe and your power didn't go out and you're not in a snowstorm with damage and stuff like that. So again, thank you. Be safe. I'm going to zoom you back out. Be safe. I appreciate you being here. I love you. See, hearts. I love you all. Thank you again for all the sweet comments. Have fun with this. Grab some stitching. It's not hard. It doesn't take long. Don't make it complicated. All right? Join in. Love you. Bye.